beautiful. If this is your first time here, I'm an intuitive tarot oracle reader. Now, my dear, I hope you're having an amazing day and everything is going fine with you. If today's not the best day, I'm sending you tons and tons and tons of positive energy, and I hope everything will be well soon. Now, guys, today I'm back with another pick a card reading, and today's pick a card reading is for my singles out there. It's all about who's coming towards you in love, singles edition. So let's see, my dear. No matter how long you have been single, let's see what energies are entering your love life. As always, my dear, I have 3 piles that you can choose from, and I'm going to zoom a little bit in so you can see the cards better. This is pile 1 with the 3 of Wands. This is pile 2 with the 9 of Cups, and this is pile 3 with the Page of Wands. As always, my dear, please feel free to pause the video, or you can also meditate on the cards if you feel like you need a little bit more time to choose. As always, you will find the timestamps in the description box, but of course also in the comments section. And as always, my dear, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, as always, you can feel free to email me. As always, my dear, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything may resonate with you. But yeah, having said that, let's begin. Hey pal 1, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see who's coming towards you in love. For my dear singles out there, let's start straight away. For my dear pile 1, who's coming towards you in love? Let's see. All right. For my dear pile 1, okay, the first card we have is the 3 of Swords. Let's see. Who's coming towards you in love? Who is coming towards you? Oh, 1 card fell. Please give me a moment. All right, so you got the Hanged Man. Let's continue. For my dear pile 1, the Hierophant. All right. We have the 3 of Cups, which turned over. We have the 10 of Swords with the 3 of Swords. That's interesting. All right. For my dear pile 1, I don't know why I feel like saying pile 3. Maybe some of you guys have been also drawn to pile 3. So let's see, my dear pile 1. Who's coming towards you in love? Who's coming? The Strength card. Let's get you one more. And look at that. And we have the Lovers card. At the back of the deck, we have the Page of Wands. All right, so my dear pile 1, for my beautiful singles out there, who's coming towards you in love? This is a very interesting energy, and let's start with that. I really feel like this, like the person coming towards you, with the Page of Wands being the overall energy, they are someone who's in love with life. You know, this is someone who I feel like has already experienced a lot of like things, because the Page of Wands for me is someone who is excited about life, someone who feels like so vivid about things happening around them, someone who's passionate, someone who feels empowered to create, to experience, to see, to make things happen, you know, kind of like the excitement of a young person when they think like the whole world can be theirs. This is the kind of energy that I personally associate deeply with the Page of Wands here. And I really feel like this is someone who, like, personality wise, they are very passionate, especially about what they do. I feel like this is someone who could be very creative, actually, whether it has something to do with their craft, with their career, or this creativity can also be like um capitalized through their hobby perhaps, or something that they really love to do in their free time. Overall, this is a very open person. They love to socialize, they love to connect with others, and they love to share this sparkle, the sparkle of aliveness with other people as well. So I also feel like this is an optimist, someone who just loves to jump around, like metaphorically speaking, and just to go for whatever it is that makes their cup feel full. All right. Now, what I find very interesting is that we have this energy coming through, but at the same time, we're being exposed to a part of their past which may look very differently. However, this past energy, it's connected to their love life. This is not regarding some other area of their life. For me, this is about romance that they have experienced. And I really feel like this person knows how it is to, yeah, literally have your heart broken. Maybe they have been with someone in the past who, well, wasn't the best match for them, or was a very toxic person. Someone who really made them experience the pain of love, at least when you connect with someone who's not right for you, all the pain that can come through that. They know how that feels like. And I really feel like this has affected them in the past, like big time. Maybe they were really in love and the other person, well, was not was a little bit playing with them. So I do feel like when this person broke up, it was almost like ending a chapter in their life, and it really took them a lot to recover from this. However, I want to emphasize here that with the 10 of Swords being here connected to the 3 of Swords, this is an ending. So, especially looking at where the energies like follow, like we're starting off with the 3 of Swords, but we're ending with the Lovers. Like, this is almost like this is the past painful heartbreak that they've experienced. And this is now where they are ready for love again. All right. So, I just want to say that because also with the 10 of Swords being here, well, the Ten of Swords is definitely one of the most painful endings there can be. I mean, 10 signifies endings anyways, but especially the Ten of Swords, it's not easy. However, very often, the endings that are the most difficult are the ones that we may need the most. And I really feel like it also goes with this energy here. Yes, the Ten of Swords was maybe the most painful thing ending they've experienced, but after that they were able to breathe again. They were able to collect themselves. It was almost like a much needed climax moment, and then yeah, a new beginning open up. I mean, any like after endings, what comes then? A new beginning. And this new beginning was really something that this person needed, because the situation, it just didn't work out. It wasn't good for them. It really was an emotional trap, I heard. So this reading is showing us that yes, they have experienced these things, but they've brought an ending to it. And I really feel like it doesn't influence them anymore, because we wouldn't have Page of Wands energy here, and especially once again the Lovers ending the reading, if there was still some negative attachments to them. So this person is really giving me the energy of someone who has experienced this chapter of their life and they've moved on from it. They've released it. They went to the next chapter. All right. So I do feel like this person has done some shadow work in their past. a lot by themselves. Although I do feel like this is a very social person, so maybe they have a lot of support, like family support or friend support, no matter what they go through, whether it's a breakup or some kind of other challenge in life. But they have done the healing themselves, you know? That's very, very important. They understand that, yeah, love can be sometimes very, very painful when we go for something that is not right for us, or when we, let's say, connect with someone who may not have good intentions towards us. They understand these things happen, but at the same time, they understand that that doesn't mean that love is bad, or that doesn't mean that true love is out there just because you may have connected with someone who's not really a good person. And for them, they won't allow their past partner to influence the great partner that they could have in the future. And besides that, I would like to also emphasize that this experience has actually taught them a lot about what they want in life, what they want in romance, who they want to connect with, who they are themselves. I feel like they could have done some self-reflection here and there and really questioned their priorities and really questioned, like, does it, like, is my life still authentic to me? All the things that I want, is it actually what I want, or what, let's say, society or someone else has taught me I should want? So you see a lot of reflection here and there. And I feel like this person really came to the conclusion that maybe in the past they were looking for a certain kind of relationship or certain characteristics in a partner or in a romantic connection that actually isn't really what they're deeply looking for. And that really made them change their perspective, or change their view, kind of, when it comes to that. And I do feel like now what this person is seeking in a romantic connection, this person wants commitment, and yes, I even see marriage. Of course, take it how it resonates. Not everyone may want to get married, but that's just something I'm seeing here. So yeah, the possibilities in here, they are looking for this kind of commitment for sure. And it has to be very secure, like it has to be grounded. Maybe in the past they used to be in relationships in which it wasn't quite that grounded, and now it's very important for them to have a certain like level of security in connections. What I find very interesting is that this person has not allowed those negative experiences to define who they are or what they deserve, or it hasn't blocked them when it comes to connecting with other people as well. Because sometimes when someone maybe has a negative experience, it may make them feel like everyone is like this. Like everyone in the future may end up like this, let's say toxic ex. And for this person, they have really like put a line between the past energy and the future energy. So they're very aware of that. When a potential partner comes through, they're not gonna allow certain experiences from the past influence them. And this, I feel like, is a huge step for someone who has experienced these things. And they are giving me a lot of healing energy, my dear. Because I do feel like this is who they are. This is the kind of person who, like, when you are in their presence, they have a very healing, like, impact on you, effect on you. Maybe it's their nurture, like their nurturing personality, or certain traits that they have, but it really feels good to be around them. And I feel like they laugh a lot, they smile a lot, they love to crack jokes, they love to uplift the energy, uplift the mood. This is who they are. they definitely see the cup half full. Even if they have bad days, they don't like to just lose themselves in the darkness. They very actively try to, yeah, come out of this circle. This is someone who, even if they go through very, very difficult times, you will always see them smiling. You will always see them laughing, because that's what they need. That's what's make them like keep going. For them, it is all about moving on, or all about continuing. This is a very powerful person. Like, they have strength, okay? There's so much strength that lays within this energy. It's almost like no matter what comes through in their life, what challenge awaits them, they always see the beauty in it. And I feel like this is something that is definitely not easy to do. Seeing beauty in the difficulties, you know? But they manage to do that because this is who they are. And because they're so strong, as we can see in their personality, they're overall giving off a very strong impression. Maybe it's even the way they walk or the way they talk. It's kind of like you understand that this is someone who has had a lot of experiences, but they are victorious. I also feel like my dear pile one, yeah, this is someone who really nurtures their relationships, their connections. They could have a lot of people that they know or they connect with on a daily basis. They love to interact. They love to exchange with others. It really nurtures them as well. And I feel like you and this person, when you come together, it will a little bit bring you out of your shell, or maybe a little bit out of your comfort zone, because this person may suggest you guys doing certain things that you've never done before, and or connect with people that you've never connected with. And there is so much growth in this. This really feels like someone who's gonna expand your horizon, but at the same time someone who you really admire because of the experiences that they've made. And like, no matter how difficult the battle was, they always were victorious with a smile on their face. And I feel like this is something that you're gonna respect about them. Big, big time. They definitely also like to celebrate, be in social gatherings. This is something that makes them really like blossom. They really enjoy this. It makes them also inspired. And by the way, talking about inspiration, for me, the Page of Wands has also a very inspiring element to it. And I feel like a lot of people look at this person and get inspired by them as well. Whether it's through the strength that they have when it comes to difficulties, whether it connects to the creativity that they have, which may inspire others, or just who they are, genuinely speaking. They inspire you to get active, you know, and see the good in life, no matter what. You know, I was about to say that for me, this is someone who always sees the light at the end of the tunnel. And I don't know why this really reminded me of that. Like, it's almost like there is light here at the end of the stairs, right? So that's very interesting. And once again, look at this beautiful smile. It's coming deep from the heart. It's, wow, it's just so beautiful. So I feel like when they smile, it really makes you feel something. Because it's very genuine. This person is not faking positivity. They're not faking to be a certain way. They have it within them. This is their natural inner light. This is how they personally choose to cope with, like, let's say, burdens or challenges in their life. They like to laugh through it. They love to see the positive, even if others may not find something positive. They will always find something that makes them spark a little bit, no matter how dark the night may be. Let's get some more information about this person. For my dear pile 1, who's coming towards you, my dear? For my dear singles out there, look at that. What did I just say? We have the healer archetype, which says passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. I love when, like, cards just confirm the energies that I was receiving. It's just mind-blowing. And look at this. This is really all I was talking about. This is someone who will always see something positive in the negative. Someone who will transform pain into healing. Someone who, kind of like an alchemist, right? Who can turn one thing into a complete other thing. They're very similar. And I told you guys that it's almost like you feel drawn towards their energy. You love to be around them. They have a healing impact on you, right? And then the healer archetype comes through right there. So yeah, I do feel like a big reason as well why they have such a big circle of, like, people who they love and care about, friends and family. It's because they attract people who are very similar to them. And people love to just be in their presence. Because also another message I'm receiving here, this person loves to help others. They love to be of service without expecting anything in return. So this can be the friend that so many people turn to get advice from or some kind of help, and they want to do it because they want to do it, not because they expect anything in return, or not because they, well, think this person may then in the future help me somehow. No, they just do it because they want to spread goodness. For my dear pile 1, let's see. One more card for my dear pile 1. Who's coming to... Oops. We actually have 2 cards coming through. I only want 1. Okay. Once again, to which one? I'm gonna take this one. We have the companion archetype, which says light attributes, loyalty, intensity, and unselfishness. Yeah, unselfishness this way. Yeah, that's literally really suiting the energy here. This is a companion for life, whether it's friendship-wise or even relationship-wise. And they do give me a lot of loyal energy. Maybe their loyalty and trust has been used or taken advantage of, in this, like, connection they had in the past. But they themselves, they are a very loyal person. And I feel like loyalty, and generally speaking, is a big thing for them. So especially now, they want to connect with people who are loyal to them. So there could have been some kind of stabbing in the back situation here, or maybe betraying energy. Also, this is someone who, with the Lovers being here, I know why I heard they love to be in love. So just because, once again, they have had a negative love experience doesn't mean that they hate to be in a love situation. No, it's still like it always has been. They love to connect with someone romantically, and I really feel like this is a great lover, because you're also going to have a great friendship with them besides being lovers. It can't be otherwise. For this person, they have to also have a best friend and their partner. That's very important for them, I believe. So, my dear pile 1, this is all I have for you for today. Please, my dear, feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading. As always, thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. As always, if you're interested in a personal reading with me, you can of course feel free to email me. Also, you can join me on Instagram if you also want to connect with me more there. So, my dear pal 1, I am sending you much love and much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course, a beautiful evening, depending where you are right now. But yeah, my dear pal 1, take care, my love. Hey, pal 2, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see who's coming towards you in love for my beautiful singles out there. Let's start straight away, my dear. And let's see, for my dear pile 2, for my beautiful single, who's coming towards you? For my dear pal 2, who's coming towards you? One card fell. All right, we have the 10 of Pentacles here. Too many cards there. Let's see. We have the Ace, the Ace of Pentacles. The 6 of Swords. Let's continue. For my dear pal 2, who's coming towards you in love? The Knight of Wands. Queen of Pentacles. Three of Cups. The Star. And let's get you one last card. Too many cards. One, please. One. And we have, we have two. All right, the Chariot and the Queen of Wands. At the back of the deck, we have the Four of Wands. Look at how similar these cards look like color-wise. Okay, you got one extra card here. So, my dear pile 2, who is coming towards you in love? All right, so first of all, I would like to start with the fact that this is a person who's very serious. So what do I mean with that? Not personality-wise. I mean, they're very serious when it comes to the things which are dear to them. Because, for example, work is coming through big time for them. And, like, their work is a huge part of their life. I mean, of course, work is a huge part of everyone's life, right? Because it allows you to, buy the things you need to exist on a physical level. But what I mean is like more so on a mental level for them, their work is very important. They're giving me off the energy from like a workaholic or someone who has invested a lot into the things that they do. And I feel like a big reason why work is so important to them is because they are passionate about their work. They're not just doing a job which they have to do to pay their bills. They do something which fills them with joy. So when I say their work is a huge part of their life, it is more than that. It is not only about gaining financial freedom, for example. It is also about doing what you love, putting your energy into the things that are dear to you and seeing it thrive. I do feel like this person has already succeeded in many ways when it comes to their career. They are coming through as someone who's very grounded, very financially secure as well. Someone who, like, independence is a huge thing here. They are very independent, and that's something which is very important for them. So maybe their work is also connected to this. They could either be self employed or have their own business, or even if they are working somewhere, I feel like their position may give them a lot of freedom. But this is all about seeing work as, well, a source of money, but at the same time, seeing work as a source of expressing your passion and loving what you do in life. So they've definitely been very fortunate in the sense that they do what they love. And I feel like through that, this is actually a big reason why they have succeeded, because when you love what you do, you give 100% because you feel a purpose in what you do, right? Or like, for example, let's just take someone who absolutely hates their work and someone who absolutely loves their work. These are two different, like, levels, right? I mean, the person who loves what they're doing, they will approach their work totally different than the one who hates it. And this is what I'm talking about here. So I feel like also talking about their, like, work environment, they could be the one who always makes everyone just excited about what's to come, uplifts everyone's mood, someone who just brings a lot of excitement and fire into the work situation as well. They definitely, like, if they are someone's boss, they know how to keep them motivated, how to keep them, yeah, inspired. Because this is a person who is so inspired by what they do. And talking about that as well, they're very determined, very motivated as well, as I said. Like their Manipura chakra, it is very vibrant. It is flowing, ooh, big time here. They love to show what they have to offer to the world. They love to show their craft. They love to create, a position for themselves, and they're thriving doing so. At the same time, I really feel like this is someone who also loves to be in the company of their friends and family, and for some reason I feel like they share their abundance with those people as well. This is someone who doesn't only keep their abundance for themselves, but they're very generous with it, whether it's through donating it to certain charities or places which really need financial support, or whether it's just through them being very generous with people they care about through different gifts or gestures that they may do. But this person has sacrificed a lot for where they are right now. And this is something that really makes a successful person successful, right? I mean, there is not only one successful person out there who, like, who doesn't know what it feels like to failure. It's a part of the journey. Everyone who is very successful has failed at least once, and it may even be very important because it can teach you a lot as well. And this person can definitely also talk about this for hours. They've done it all, but they came out of it, yeah, like the winner they are. And I even see them, perhaps they may have moved around because of their job. They could have invested a lot and then failed and then invested again and then succeeded. So yeah, they've seen it all when it comes to their work. And what I find very interesting is that this is a wish for them. This is the kind of person who has followed their goal, who has followed their dream. So they're very courageous because not everyone is, yeah, brave enough to go after their dream, right? Or whatever it is that's dear to them. Sometimes we may have a lot of fears regarding it because, well, I mean, the fear of failure, for example, right? They, of course, at the beginning, they also had those doubts. However, they went for it anyways. They didn't allow those doubts to limit them because at the end of the day, we never know until we try. We can either fail or succeed. There are just those two options, and they've done both. They failed at one point, but they've then succeeded even greater because they've learned through that experience. I feel like when we talk about connection, like relationships here, this is the kind of romantic partner who will give their partner a lot of security as well. I'm not talking necessarily financially. I'm talking here security on, let's say, an emotional level or a mental level. They love to nurture their partner, and it's about giving and taking. They love to give, but of course, you also want to give back, right? Because it has to be a balanced situation. Their love language can definitely be gift giving here. I do feel like what this person wants in a relationship with the Four of Wands being here is marriage or is commitment. Of course, it depends on what you want as well. So take it how it resonates because this is a general reading, but this is what they want. Also with the Ten of Pentacles being here, this person wants to build for themselves a community, a family in which, yeah, they can have this secure space and they love to build this home. They love to connect with, maybe they have even a big family themselves. This can definitely be the kind of person who comes from a large family. Or maybe they grew up with a lot of different like cousins, or from the beginning they had a lot of friends. This is someone who needs that. They need the warmth that comes with our loved ones. So even if they, let's say, are living alone, they may meet their family like, let's say, twice a week or at least once a week. If not in the week because of work, then definitely at the weekend. Maybe on Sunday they always go to their family and have, let's say, lunch together or whatever it may be, but it really nurtures them. This is a family person. This is someone who's family oriented. You see, we have the Ace of Wands here again. This is the passion, my dear. The passion which also comes through the Queen of Wands. They are, or the Knight of Wands. Oops, excuse me. Now I'm getting super excited. They are someone who who is a very passionate person, genuinely speaking. They have fire, but they also have earth, a lot of energy here. And I do feel like it actually works out beautifully because yes, on one hand they are very grounded and they value the security and the earthy energy, but at the same time they have this fire which wants to be expressed. They have this fire which wants to be seen and explore. And these are very the two prominent energies which influence this person. This is a great person to be involved with. They're very exciting. And I do feel like when we talk about how they will approach this situation, this relationship, it will be in a very passionate way. Also romantic way. This is a romantic person. But at the same time, from the beginning, they will voice how important it is for them to ground this energy. They want from the beginning, with the Ace of Pentacles being as well here, a safe and grounded new beginning, a secure new beginning. But they're coming through with passion, like also intimacy wise. I feel like a lot of excitement and exploration. Let's get you some more cards. For my dear pal Chu. Oops. I moved them all. All right. Who's coming towards you? All right. So, the first card we have, my dear pile 2, is the Child Nature card, which says friendships with animals, communication with nature spirits. It is interesting to me that when it comes to this card, there are two words that are just super standing out, and it's friendships and communication. Yeah, this is a very social person, but it's not only about having random like socializing or like connecting with people, but it's also like it's really about the deep connections here. They don't just call everyone a friend. For them, it's all about nurturing the connection and creating something beautiful out of it, whether it's a relationship, like romantically speaking, or whether it's a friendship. You will see them putting a lot of love and effort into their friendships as well. They may see their friends very often in the week. They will somehow make time for them. We have seen how busy this person appears to be, how important their job and career is to them, like how much they sacrifice for it, but at the same time, they will make time for what's important to them as well, like the people who are important to them, their friends, their family. They will always have time for them, no matter how full their schedule may be. And this is the kind of person who, also talking about their work, they definitely are great friends with their colleagues. This just comes very natural to them. And communication, as I said, also is standing out for me with this card. I feel like this is a great communicator as well. Like they know what it takes to have a great conversation. They know what it takes to keep a relationship interesting. I feel like this is someone who talks a lot. It's almost like I can hear it. I can hear someone talk, maybe even for hours about a variety of things because they love to exchange with others. It's interesting because also the illustration absolutely doesn't give me any message. It's really all about the friendship and the communication aspect here. right. And we have the priest archetype, which says facilitates spiritual commitments, serves as a channel of spiritual energy. Wow, that's a very powerful card. Okay. You know what this card is actually giving me? What kind of message? I really feel like, my dear pile 2, this connection between you guys could trigger each other into a lot of spiritual growth, or into stepping into your spiritual, or into your spirituality more. Maybe you are a very spiritual person and you will share certain aspects of your life with them. And this will kind of make them also think about their life and reflect on the things that you have just like shared with them. But there's some kind of almost like awakening which is going to be triggered here. And I feel like it is more so connected to them. You may trigger a spiritual connection in their life. Now, the energies are not giving me any more indicators or any more messages regarding how this awakening could be triggered. It could be through some tower moment though, because that's what happens for a lot of people. That's what happened for me. My spiritual awakening was definitely triggered through a huge tower moment in my life. But however it's gonna be, I feel like a huge, like a new brand new world is gonna be exposed to them. Maybe they always felt somehow like there was something missing. Although they had their work and they had the things that were important to them, maybe they sometimes felt like, okay, there's something missing, but I can't quite understand what it is. And through you sharing what's important to you and what spirituality means to you, or how you like to express your spirituality and experience it, you may actually invite them into a self-exploration as well when it comes to their own spirituality. My dear pal 2, this is all I have for you for today. I'm not receiving any more messages. So my dear, please feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading as always. Thank you so much, my dear, for allowing me to read for you and for allowing me to connect with your beautiful energy. As always, my dear, if you're interested in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, of course, you can feel free to email me. And if you would like to, connect with me even more on Instagram, I, of course, invite you there as well. My dear pal 2, I am sending you much love and much, much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day, or of course, a beautiful evening, depending where you are right now. But my dear pal 2, take care, my love. Hey pal 3, welcome to your reading, my dear. Now let's see, for my beautiful singles out there, who's coming towards you in love. As always, my dear, let's start straight away. For my dear pile 3, from my beautiful singles, who's coming in love? The first card we have is the 3 of Pentacles. We have the Hanged Man. The Emperor. The Strength card. The King of Pentacles turned over. We have the Tower. The sun card flew out. Okay. Wow. Let's see. All right. And we have the star card. At the back of the deck, we have the Queen of Pentacles. My dear pile 3, who is coming towards you in love? Let me start with that. While I was shuffling, it has nothing to do with the cards. This is something I received, I heard. I feel like this person, you are gonna be extremely attracted towards them. This person is gonna be your type, like big time. A lot of attraction. Like, this person can be exactly like how you like it when it comes to your type. Maybe like physically speaking, or maybe something in their personality that you find very attractive in a partner. Of course, they could be beautiful, handsome, or gorgeous as well. All I'm hearing is that for you, whatever it is that you find attractive, they're gonna have this. And it's gonna be a big deal for you. I don't know why, but I heard that. Yeah, maybe for some of you guys, there is a certain trait, whether physically or characteristics, personality-wise, which is very attractive to you. I mean, for some people, for example, loyalty is very attractive. For others, maybe a humble person. For others, maybe, I don't know, like beautiful eyes, whatever may be beautiful for this individual person. It could be really anything, because I heard this. I heard that tell them they're gonna have this. They're gonna have this element which is very attractive to you. So yeah, this is just something I wanted to quickly talk about. Now let's go back to the tarot cards. Let's start with the reading. So my dear pile 3, I would like to start about the fact that this person is a very responsible person, someone who's very reliable, someone who definitely has a lot of responsibilities on their shoulder, but they love that. They are not someone who feels pressured or anything like that. It actually makes them feel needed. It makes them feel like having a purpose. So for example, it could be the case that in their work environment, they could be actually of a high position with the Emperor and with the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles actually as well. But I feel like this person, yeah, they could have a high position and a lot of responsibilities and things they need to manage. However, it doesn't stress them out. It doesn't make them burn out. In fact, they love this. This is the kind of person who works great under stress, someone who loves to be busy. They're very practical, very logical as well. They think a lot of things through. Like when this person wants to go from one place to the other or wants to do something, they definitely think and observe and calculate how to go best about it. This is the kind of person here. I mean, I don't know why, but look at this like Emperor and the illustration. We can also see chess here, right? The chess play. And if we think about people playing it, they always, like, they think their steps through. They calculate what the other person may do as their next step. So there is a lot of thought which is put into this, into this game. And this person is very similar. They put a lot of thoughts into their steps. So even if we talk about, let's say, romantically speaking, let's just say this person, they're going to be the one approaching you. They're going to think it through, like, big time. They're going to calculate or see what may be the best way to approach you, to not overwhelm you, or how to do it in the most respectful way, or how to show you the best way possible that they are interested, but at the same time not to be too much, right? So this is someone who's in the head a lot. However, their overthinking is not playing against them, not like forced overthinking thoughts. That's not what I'm talking about. They're in control of their mind. Like I said overthinking, but I actually feel like it is not the right word. It doesn't suit the energy. Because yes, they are very often in the mind space, but they are the master of their mind. Their thoughts doesn't control them. They control their thoughts. This is someone who knows who they are. They can't be manipulated. They see through people like this, like straight through. They're very good in reading people. Maybe this person is involved with a lot of people through their work. Let's say maybe sometimes they have to do a lot of meetings and stuff like that. They have those skills, but I feel like it's a very natural talent of them. Maybe this is someone who's gifted naturally. They can sense people's energy, and I feel like they have used this gift in their workspace very often. So for example, let's say they are meeting with someone for some kind of work deal. The other person may try to represent themselves somehow, but they will see through the act right away. This is someone who is also very happy being alone. So even if they're single, they don't really need a partner to feel like, for example, loved. They give themselves a lot of attention. So they actually like their own company. This person is okay if they stay single for a long time, because like they would rather stay single than be with a person who's not good for them. So they understand the beauty when it comes to patience, that good things may sometimes take time. They would rather wait for a good person coming into their life than connect with people who don't really fit them just to not be single. Yeah, this person knows what they want. And they could have some kind of status. But talking about their work, they're a great team player as well. So if they have some kind of power, they don't take advantage of this power. They actually know how to create a great environment in which everyone can show what they have to offer, in which everyone feels empowered to share their abilities, their skills. So as a team, they can actually bring the best thing out of the situation. They definitely like to push other people into, yeah, going to the next level. Other people's greatness doesn't take anything away from their greatness. Because some people, for example, don't like to see other people succeed because it may feel, yeah, it may make them feel miserable or like jealous and stuff like that. For them, that's not the case. They actually like to see other people rise, and they like to support other people going to the next level, because you see how strong of a person this person is, how abundant they feel, that another person's light doesn't take their light away from them. Absolutely not. And wow, this is a beautiful trait to have. They're not scared of other people's greatness because they know they have their own individual greatness. And it's actually such a great thing if we would support each other rather than put that other down just to feel better about ourselves. As I said in the beginning, definitely a very reliable person. Someone who could even be the provider in some kind of situation. They feel comfortable with doing so. Let me see. This is someone who empowers others, yes. I feel like they themselves, they have already reached a lot of dreams and goals of themselves. So now they're trying to empower other people to do this as well. To also go after their dreams. So whenever, like for example, let's say one of their friends may have an idea and they may go to different people, but they always tell them, no, you can't do this, you can't do that. But then they will approach this person, and this person will give them 1,000 reasons why they can do it. And of course, at the end of the day, it comes back to like the friend doing the decision. But this person will not be a no-sayer. They will actually tell you of your strength, but of course in a very realistic way, because this is someone who's very realistic, someone who's very practical, and once again very logical. So they will just brutally honest tell you, okay, these are your strengths, but this is also maybe certain, well, not weaknesses, but certain things you can still work on. Let's look at the situation. Let's see how or what could be perhaps the best situation or the best way to go about this. So they could actually give a lot of advice, especially for some reason I feel like financial advice. It's either their job or maybe they're just very good with money. They have a lot of experience with this, and yeah, people like friends, for example, like to approach them. We have the King and the Queen of Pentacles here. A matchmaking here. And maybe I've said certain characteristics right now, and you may even see yourself in it. Maybe you have some similar characteristics to this person, because with the King and the Queen of Pentacles being here, they're actually very similar and actually a great match. One of them is representing more so the divine masculine, the other is representing more so the divine feminine. So I feel like both of you guys actually can come together with some similarities regarding maybe your mindset, but at the same time you bring a certain amount of how should I describe it? Please give me a moment. There are a lot of messages coming through. I am trying to... Yeah. With the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles being here, both of you guys may be... like you may have the sense of independence. Even though you come together, you still want to be independent in your own sense. It is very important for you to have a certain amount of security in a relationship, or just generally speaking, safety. And, you know, like certain traits that both of these definitely have in common. And I feel like it's the same for you and them. You're gonna see a lot of common ground. Another thing I would like to mention here regarding this energy, I feel like this person they could have experienced a tower moment in their life, which has really made them change a lot, or at least if it's not a physical change, it could be a change of mind. You know, we have the tower with the hanged man. The hanged man is all about, or to some extent, it is also about this change of perspective. And sometimes it may take us see a situation from a different point of view to actually understand it. And I feel like this person, they're very wise because of their experiences. Like, this person could have at one point lost everything, and this was a tower moment for them, but it actually gave them the possibility of reevaluate their life, or really question their priorities and so on, and start from the beginning. But through that, they have actually so much experience, which maybe other people want to hear from them. This is definitely a very painful tower moment. But look at how they have gathered themselves back. And in fact, I feel like they went to the next level through this tower moment. Yes, it could have definitely taken some time for them to find themselves back, but it's almost like they could have been on a path which wasn't for them, and this tower moment was needed for them to realize that, so the whole structure falls down, so they can find the path which is actually for them, and yeah, go for it. For some of you guys, you could have also been drawn to Pal 2, because this reminds me on different, like on a lot of levels of Pal 2. Let's get you some more information. For my dear Pal 2, not Pal 3, not Pal 2. For my dear Pal 3, who's coming towards you in love? Let's see. All right. The first card we have is the scribe archetype, and it says preserving knowledge and information. Yeah. What I was saying, right? This person is giving like a very wise kind of energy, and I do feel like they have collected a lot of knowledge and information through their experiences. And maybe that's why people approach them, because they know on a lot of different levels, or when it comes to a lot of different topics, this person can give great advice, or at least talk about their own experience, which may help you with whatever it is that you struggle with. This definitely is a confirmation here. Okay, one card fell. We have the God archetype, which says benevolence and compassion, recognizing the internal force within yourself and others. Yeah. They are a very compassionate person. As I said, even though, like for some, if they have some kind of situation which gives them a lot of power, they're very compassionate and aware or conscious in the way they use this power. They're not going to take advantage of this. They're going to be very compassionate and empathetic. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, they see other people as their equals. They don't see themselves better. No matter how far this person could go, they never see themselves better than someone else. Also, talking about the King and Queen of Pentacles being here, these are equals. So both of you guys are going to be equals in this energy, in this situation, in this relationship. There is a lot of respect in here as well. Not only does this person respect others, but it's really about you guys as well. I feel like respect is going to be a huge part of your relationship. And it's definitely very important to them. Another thing I would like to talk or mention here, it could be the case that this person gives off a certain first impression, which is actually not really how they are. So maybe they're coming off at first glance a little bit intimidating or a little bit like mysterious. You can't quite figure them out. Maybe even a little bit cold because of, let's say, sometimes they have poker face on. But once you really get to know them, there is a complete other person behind this. So, my dear pal 3, this is actually all I have for you for today. Please, my dear, feel free to let me know how you feel about this reading as always. Thank you so much, my dear, for allowing me to connect with your beautiful energy. As always, if you're interested or curious in a personal reading with me and you would like to get further information regarding one, of course, you can feel free to email me. I also invite you on Instagram if you would like to join me there as well. My dear pal 3, I am sending you much love and much positive energy. And I hope you're having a beautiful day or, of course, a beautiful evening, depending where you are right now. But yeah, my dear pal 3, take care, my love.